The first morning I awoke to the crow of a rooster, then 2 crowed, and then 4. Within a minute a cacophony had built, and the town cried out in unison, "Kikiriki!" And their crows ushered in the metallic droning of diesel engines, and as the sound of the diesel engines multiplied, so did the honks in their duration. And with the increased volume, the calls of the cobradors began. "Manawa, Manawa, Manawa! Carazo, Carazo, Didiamba, Hinotepe, Carazo! Masaya, Masaya!" Joining them inharmoniously were the calls of the street vendors. "Agua, agua, agua! Cajetas, las cajetas! Gaseosa helada, la gaseosa!" And the occasional motor taxi buzzing and beeping impatiently among the chaos. By 8 a.m., the morning symphony was reaching crescendo, and I found myself beyond annoyed, sleep-deprived, and overwhelmed. The soundscape segued into the noisy contributions of the town's homes and shops. People's speakers blasted overdriven promotions and music into the street. Grandmothers yelled at children. People discussed the price of rice and beans while they lamented the heat or the rain. By 9 a.m., the thumping of drumlines came in from all directions, and soon after the marimbas joined in with their twinkling timbre, occasionally yielding to the random drum solo. Motor taxis contributed to the ambiance with their cute beeps, ringing out over the buzzing, humming, grinding, and metallic popping of motors in various stages of decay. Lurking in the background, the impending drone of a loudspeaker strapped into the trunk of a car, shouting out today's sales and promotions, droning government propaganda, or lamenting the death of community members, creeping in and out of the soundscape at 1-hour intervals. For special occasions there were unique sounds. For a mother's birthday she might receive a serenata, which goes something like this. It's 4 a.m. Or to celebrate a patron saint, you might hear this marching up and down and around the town. And if there's any sort of celebration, rest assured that there will be explosions too. Mortars? Check. Bottle rockets? Check. These could be to celebrate Christmas, or Holy Week, or a patron saint, or the historic liberation of a city or a town from dictatorial rule, or just a simple birthday. But they were always present, awaiting their moment. And among the daily noise, all over Nicaragua were the drones, moans, and groans of old diesel engines struggling up and down mountain terrain, intense heat, or tropical floods. The drivers made futile attempts to cover their noise with playlists that may include Michael Bolton, CCR, Michael Jackson, Nicaraguan revolutionary music, or even Latino pop standards. And layered upon the engines and the music, folks shouted the conversation at one another, and yelling over them, vendors pushed past the multitude standing in the bus aisle, pushing tortillas and guirilas and quesillo, or any number of food or snacks. And occasionally, a very special guest indeed arrived to yell over everything and everyone. One of the local prophets sharing the good word and asking us for some spare change. I hated the noise. It was exhausting, it was overwhelming, and yet, over time, it became part of life. And with even more time, it became a manifestation of the culture. It became life itself. I saw it for what it was, the sound of life in Nicaragua. It grew on me, and I began to see a certain amount of beauty in the chaos, which I never expected to find. Without that noise, something feels like it's missing. Something just doesn't seem right. And try as I might to fill the sonic void, I know that it's one of a kind. You might call it the music of life in Nicaragua.